Thanks for joining me on this episode of Reading with Joey. I'm your host, Joey McGurbles, and this is the conclusion to our Jewish Cultural Terrorism series. And we're going to wrap things up by looking at the Frankfurt School and cultural Marxism and political correctness. So basically what happened in 1923, Jewish sociologists Theodor Adorno, Erich Fromm, Herbert Marcuse, Walter Benjamin, Leo Lowenthal, and Max Horkheimer created the Institute for Social Research, also known as the Frankfurt School. This was the group of Jewish sociologists that invented critical theory. Okay, critical theory is a combination of Marx's economic ideas with Freud's psychological theories. And they created cultural Marxism, later known as political correctness. This form of, cultural terrorism attacks Rome. It attacks the traditional European cultures which really promoted Cicero's idea, that cultivation of the soul that we discussed. Instead, these Jewish sociologists have introduced a new set of modern beliefs and modern values that really oppose the traditional values. In fact, many Jewish intellectuals claim the Holocaust has replaced the crucifixion as the most important event in history. In 1949, Theodor Adorno, the sociologist we mentioned before, claimed that, quote, to write poetry after Auschwitz is barbaric, unquote. He further explained, quote, it is not wrong to raise the less cultural question whether after Auschwitz you can go on living, unquote. So basically, Theodor Adorno is saying that Auschwitz and the Holocaust was a world-changing event. And it has replaced the crucifixion. It has become the basis for our modern lives. In 1979, another Jewish sociologist, Zoltan Tar, added that, quote, no study of sociology could be possible without reflecting on Auschwitz and without concerning oneself with preventing new Auschwitzes, unquote. So, the whole argument is that now our reference point in history is the Holocaust. It is the values and beliefs and of multiculturalism, of inclusion, of everybody being equal to everybody else. However, true culture is Christ. The Italians, the Germans, the Irish, the French, the Spanish, and the Polish all understood this cultivation of the soul that Cicero first mentioned. They understood this when they embraced the Catholic faith. And they formed a lifestyle, a culture around virtue, around promoting what was good. And by contrast, they discouraged vice. So that the answer to this is an understanding what Cicero meant when he talked about the cultivation of the soul. This is the way that we will defeat Jewish cultural terrorism. Thank you very much for listening to this series. Check our website, jetneon.com.